Hey guys, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I am Aja A. This is going to be your November monthly tarot forecast, tarot reading for the month of November. Excuse me. This video is for the Pisces, my water sisters and brothers, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Before I get started, if you feel like what I'm saying isn't resonating with you, go on and check out your moon and or rising sign, which I will have linked down below in the description box. Actually, I was going to say, yo, you got to wait until, nope. It's actually already down there. So if you're not feeling it, check out your moon or rising sign. Also, if you don't want to sit through the intro, you can skip forward to the timestamp for the reading, which I will put up after I finish streaming this video, okay? A few quick little plugs for you guys before I get started. We've got a new month happening, so a whole bunch of stuff going on. Depending on when you watch this video, you can watch either the Aries or the Taurus full moon video, which I'll have the Taurus full moon video up when we're closer to that time. Again, depending on when you watch this, check out the Libra new moon or the Scorpio new moon video. Excuse me. What else? We just had a few planets station direct come out of retrograde, so check out the retrograde series playlist. We are in a new month, so I am doing another raffle. This month I am raffling off a core numbers numerology report. They are typically $35 for purchase. If you want to try and win a free one, stay tuned to the end of the video and I will tell you how to enter the raffle. I'll keep it open for the whole month, by the way. What else? Any other plugs? Oh, you guys, I'm going to do love readings this month. I know it's crazy. I always promise you guys this, but I have a personal goal for myself to hit everything in my planner. And I have already written love readings in my planner, so now I have to do them. So I will be doing love readings later on this week. Later on this week, you can come back and find the link somewhere in the description box for that, okay? What else, you guys? I think those are all of my shameless plugs. Is that all I got? This is a good time to reflect on the year, so check out the 2021 tarot forecast. I have a link to that down in the description box now. Those are all of my plugs. Let's get into your reading. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread. I'm going over the overall energy for the month of November for you, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing for this month. Because we are dealing with your sister sign Scorpio's energy for most of the month of November, we're going to look at where we can tap into some Scorpio energy and either transform or transmute some things in your lives. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this spread. Today I am reading with the Black Moon Astrology Oracle, the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. If you're interested in those decks and you want them for yourself, I will have the links down in the description box shortly, okay? All right, let's get into it, Pisces. The first card that you have coming up in your spread is in the position of the overall energy for the month of, I was going to say October, for the month of November. And you guys have water, which is dope. So your energy is really popping during this month. There's a few things that I want to talk to you guys about, but I'll get into that when we get into these other cards. But the first thing right off bat, seeing this water element popping up here for the whole month of November, there is a message for you to take advantage of the energy that is swirling around. Right now, I mentioned earlier that we have a lot of Scorpio energy that we're dealing with for most of this month. We're in Scorpio season. We're going to have the Scorpio lunar cycle, the Scorpio new moon, all the things, right? So take advantage of that water energy and use it to make whatever you want to happen. This card with this deck comes with the energy of sensing. So I think there's a message here for you guys, very important for you guys to know that it is important for you to use that twice in a sentence. It's very important for you guys to pay attention to the things that you are picking up by way of spirit. You know, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to the things that make you feel a certain way, the things that, you know, make your heart beat, or the things that give you chills, not necessarily the bad chills, but you guys, you know, those chills that you get when something just lines up correctly. You know what I'm saying? What I mean. Pay attention to, you know, number messages. If you keep seeing the same time every day for like 5 days straight, look up that time and see what the message is and think about what you were thinking about or what you were doing when you saw that time, and kind of apply that message to that. Pay attention to when you're having conversations and somebody says something that might not seem very important on the surface, but it kind of gives you chills. What does that spark? What does that inspire? And you pay attention to those things and explore them. Your intuition, your spirit, your feelings are leading you into the spaces that you need to be in during this month. Because of your other cards, I also think that there's a message here to tell you to pay attention to, I mentioned already paying attention to your intuition, but it's very important for you to not disregard those little warnings that you get from your intuition during this month. Pisces, you guys are water. You guys are the little fishies with your tails tied together, swimming off in different directions. So you always have something going on, okay? what I am picking up with this card is there might be some things that you are involved in during this month. While they seem great, you know, fine and dandy, all the things, some components of some of these situations may not necessarily be the best fit for you. I say this all the time: reasons, seasons, lessons learned. And I typically speak to that when I say, like, when I'm doing like love readings, but this applies to almost everything in life. Reasons, seasons, and lessons learned. Some of these things that you are attached to or emotionally invested in, especially if you've been in them for a while, or if they just came around and they were doing really well for the time being, and now you're starting to feel like, okay, well, it's dying down a little bit, or things are starting to go a little left. Pay attention to those warnings that you're getting for yourself, because you're low-key getting them from yourself, from your higher self, okay? Pay attention to what's being told to you. If you're starting to feel like, hey, my energy doesn't feel good in this space anymore, that's the notion that says, hey, your energy don't need to be in that space no more. So pay attention to that and make moves on it, okay? Allow your heart to lead you during this month. End up in the spaces where you feel like you need to be. Remove yourself and your cords of attachment from the things that you no longer feel you need to be attached to. One of the things with water energy, I'm a water sign myself, so I very true speaking to this. When we become emotionally invested in things, when it's time for us to leave, it's very hard for us to take our energy back and move on and swim away, right? This month, Pisces, you're going to have to kind of clear up your waters, pause for a second, and look at some of these things. I'm not saying that everything that you're connected to right now is bad for you. I actually think that there are probably quite a few things that you have going on that you do need to keep yourself in, but there are definitely a few things popping up this month. And what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself in situations or have conversations to where you get these little notions where you, like, somebody will say something and you'll be like, don't know how I feel about that. Or you'll see something go down and you'll be like, don't know if I need my name associated with that. When these things pop up, pay attention to them. Give them the light that it's needed, and then figure out how you need to move forward and move forward in that way. When you keep yourself in situations that you no longer need to be in, once you've already gotten the message or gotten the energy, and you stay there, things start to get crazy and they start to hit the fan. So prevent that from happening. Allow your intuition to lead you during this month and show you where you need to move away from and show you what you need to move towards, okay? Excuse me. All right, next card that we have coming up in your spread, Pisces, is in the position of your crossing energy or your challenges and obstacles that you might be facing during this month. And you have the Seven of Earth, which is the Seven of Pentacles. This is typically a card of just like diligence and progression and really building upon these solid foundations that you've put forward and having a clear course of action, right? However, this is crossing you, and this is crossing your water energy. So the first thing that I get with this has to do with your perspective on certain situations. This is an Earth card, so this is connected to foundational themes in your life. So this could be career, finances, your dwelling space, the communities that you're attached to, anything that you have like a foundation in, okay, in the physical. This crossing you. There could be certain things, and I spoke to this a lot with this water element card, there could be certain things that are looking really good or that you have actually put a lot of time and effort and energy into with the intention of seeing it produce some sort of success or some sort of abundance, right? If you look at the imagery on this card, this dude is sitting here, he's meditating. And so with this crossing you, this is almost, it points to a little bit of impatience, but it also points to this message of, hey, is the way that you're actually approaching this goal that you have the right way, so to speak. I don't like to use words right and wrong, but is this the right way to move about things? Is this the path that you need to be on? I speak about turning these cards into upright supporting positions. So instead of allowing yourself to sit in this space during this month of November and really fall into the shadow side of water energy that we are so much dealing with, and shadow side of water energy is a lot of confusion, and then also becoming stagnant and kind of just floating, trying to see what's going on, but you can't really see. Don't find yourself in that space. Don't let the earth energy here that's crossing you muddy up your waters. Instead, try and put yourself into a space where you sit, meditate. There's also a message with meditating on this card. You could literally meditate, but you are going to need to take some time during this month to stop, pause, look around, think about some things, fill some things out and then figure out how you want to re-ground yourself and how you want to move forward in the things that you have going on and the things that you do now realize that you do need to be attached to, okay? Excuse me. All right, you guys, the next card that I have coming up for you in your spread is in the position of where you need to tap into some of that Scorpio energy that we are dealing with for most of the month of November. And you've got the Thought card. And so this is speaking to perspective, what you need to transform. Pisces, I spoke to this earlier talking about how you guys are water, but for whatever reason, I just get this feeling that there are certain situations in your life that you have tunnel vision on, and you've kind of set yourself up to where you're like, no, this is how I'm going to do this. This is how it's going to work. This is the way that it's going to go. I know y'all have heard the phrase before, the best way to make God laugh is to tell him your plans. So with that being said, I think it's important for you to kind of revisit all of your plans during this month, Pisces. Rework them if you need to, but also, and I know I just said, get a little bit out of your water, but that was speaking to that card. Now speaking to this card, fall into your water and allow yourself to feel the things that need to be reworked and moved around and set up in different ways. Certain things that you've got going on, you do need to start looking at them in a different light. One of my personal mantras is all about perspective. So especially speaking to things that you feel have been stagnant or you feel like you've been putting a lot of work into and you're not seeing the return that you wanted to see, lend a little bit of energy to, okay, well, this is the plan that I had, but is that plan working? It's not working the way that I want it to work. So what can I do? How can I change it? What do I feel like needs to happen so that I can see the success and the growth that I want to see? Remember, we want to turn this card into an upright, supporting position. It is all about perspective this month. I also get that there could be some situations and some people around you that bring in some perspective for you. Pisces, although you were not earth, water people, when we feel a certain way about something, we are very attached to it, okay? We're not necessarily grounded in it, but we lock into that. There could be some things, especially connected to this cross 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Earth, that you feel a certain way about. And there could be a situation or a conversation that you have that is meant to open up your eyes and shed some light on, hey, you might want to go about doing things a different way. Be open to that. Open your heart up. You got water energy here. Open that little heart chakra up. Open it all the way up. Okay. Water energy, see what's, again, and I mentioned this earlier, speaking to conversations, especially when you're having conversations with people and you start to get these feelings, these chills, or these like aha epiphany moments. Pay attention to them. Let that roll in. Be open. Be receptive, because whatever that is coming in for you, it is going to lend a little bit of abundant energy on the path of what it is that you're supposed to be going towards. All right. Okay, Pisces. Last card that I have for you in the spread is in the position of your soul message, and you've got the Orphaned card. And when you look at that card, it probably looks a little bit alarming, but I want to speak to the numerology on this. This is the number 5 in this oracle deck, and 5 is the number of change, transformation, moving into new energies, into new spaces. Okay, so this month, and we just hit the new season, we just hit the season of fall, which is the season of change and transformation. So Pisces, with you being aligned with this water energy, which is also an energy that you share, and us being in the season of change, and me talking about all of these perspective and, you know, think about this and look at what you need to remove your energy from and what you need to put more of your energy into. There are some changes happening for you over this month. I do get the sense that there are going to be some situations that you walk away from that might feel a little bit like an L, but it is important to know that that's a natural feeling. Anytime we have to remove something or clear something out for a brief moment, we feel like it's a loss. But it's important to know that when things are called to be cleared out, it's because there's something else that's supposed to be coming in. So if you have emotional, and for whatever reason, I keep feeling like this, emotional attachments to certain things, certain people, certain places, certain communities, certain perspectives that are no longer serving you or might be in the way of what is supposed to be coming in for you, you are going to need to acknowledge that and work through that and run that out during this month. Pisces, I feel like there's things that are lots of success, lots of abundance coming in for you, probably connected to passion projects, especially with this water card, all the feelings. Water is an energy associated with passion as well, and creativity and art. Things and love as well. Things that are supposed to be coming in for you. There are some things that are blocking you. They do need to be cut out. There are some changes that need to be made, and you may possibly feel for a minute like, dang, feel like I might be leaving you in the dust. You're like, damn, didn't realize like that's not a friendship that I'm not going to have anymore because I'm moving forward in this way. Or shoot, I didn't know that I wouldn't be able to go over here and use these resources since I decided to take this position over here. But listen, all of that doesn't matter. When it's time for you to move into new spaces, you need to move into those new spaces. When you hang on to the things that you're no longer supposed to hang on to, you can't open yourself up to whatever is supposed to be coming in. So Pisces, you've got a flow of some new energy coming in for you this month. There are some things that you do need to figure out with all of these thought cards popping up in your deck. But once you gain a little bit of clarity this month, and I'm pretty sure that you will, we just had a whole bunch of planet stations direct. We are no longer in Mercury retrograde, so all of that chaos is leaving us. I think tomorrow is the last day of the shadow period, if I am remembering correctly. But some things you need to figure out, which you will gain clarity on this month, and some things that you need to open your heart up to this month as well, so that you can find yourself in the places that you need to be. Okay. All right, Pisces, that is your spread. I hope those messages found you well. If you want to book your own personal reading, I have several different spreads. You can book one with me through my Etsy shop, which I do have links down below in the description box. If you want to enter the raffle to win the, what's it called? The core numbers numerology report. Comment done with your favorite number and your favorite emoji. I will keep this raffle open for the whole month of November. I'll announce the winner in December and send you your report if you win. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit the little thumbs up sign. If you want to keep up with free readings and astrological games, spiritual content, you can also subscribe to my channel. Any questions or comments, drop them down below. I come in here a few times a week and try to respond to everybody, or at least like y'all's comments. I try to acknowledge that I see you guys. I see you and I appreciate you. And what else, you guys? I think that's all I got for you. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch y'all next time. Peace.